Good morning, everyone. I'm Olga Villaverde.
And I'm Milt. Welcome to the Balancing Act. Olga, do you have a passport?
I do.
Okay, because we're going to take a trip today to the Kingdom of Siam.
I know where you're going.
We're going with The King and I.
Oh.
It's an East meets West musical extravaganza, and the Tony Award-winning musical revival is hitting the road.
And I've got to be honest, I have never seen this.
The songs, getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
Oh my gosh, you sing so pretty. All right, so not to brush you off, Amber, but I'm going to also learn the secret behind dry brushing. You guys do that in the Northeast.
It's so great for your skin up there. And we've got Chef Ralph in the house. We've got all of this and more, and it all starts
right now.
Broadway Balances America, brought to you by Broadway Across America, bringing the best of Broadway to a city near you.
Time now for another installment of Broadway Balances America. I love this.
Oh, it's so much fun. And this time, the Tony Award-winning revival, Rodgers and Hammerstein's The King and I. It tells the story of a school teacher who travels from England to Siam to serve as governess to the king's many children. Woo! East meets West in this stunning new production. You're not going to want to miss it. From screen to stage, this Rodgers and Hammerstein classic has been beautifully reimagined and based on the 1944 novel Anna and the King of Siam by Margaret Landon. It carries us away to a foreign land full of dazzling song and dance and features strong female characters who realize the possibility of change.
And it really is this kind of strange mid-19th century story about a king in the middle of a kingdom which is in transition. It's changing from a more traditional culture to a modern culture. He's besieged by outsiders, the English, the French, the whoever, trying to kind of take over his country. And he feels he has to modernize his country, so he hires the school teacher to teach all the children English and educate them. And so you have the school teacher from England meeting the great King of Siam, and you begin a story between the two of them.
Getting to know you. And what a story it is. Broadway star Laura Michelle Kelly plays Anna, the strong-willed schoolteacher.
So Anna leaves her home to come to this crazy, conflict-ridden country to change the lives of all these people. And so she's coming at it with a very strong mind of she knows what she wants and what she's doing and what she wants to say. And Lady Chiang has her own opinions herself about how things should be run in opposite mind to Anna. She's very strong, and I love that. You know, it's celebrating two powerful female roles, and her support for the king in one way is equally as important, but very different from Anna's.
He will not always say. Joan Almadia plays the king's head wife, Lady Tiang.
I believe Lady Tiang. She's a puppet master, not in a manipulative way. She has a system. She works systematically. Her moves are calculated. And also, if it was an orchestra, she's the conductor, and she knows when something is off in the palace, and she fixes it. She knows when and how to deal with Mrs. Anna, because the king likes to be challenged, and Mrs. Anna challenges the king. And because of that, it makes the king a better person.
Oh, sometimes I think that people are going mad.
And the king, in the middle of these dynamic ladies, is played by Jose Lana.
The biggest themes in the show is empathy. You know, how can you bridge a gap is by maybe putting yourself in the shoes of the person that you feel like you have so much in conflict with. But I think once Mrs. Anna and the king, and Lady Tiang as well, they're able to form these friendships because they see the other side and maybe they can empathize with them. That's where those friendships are formed, and that we all really want the same thing. You know, we all want safety, we all want love, we all want community, and I think that's where the friendship really becomes strengthened in the story.
Whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune, so no one will.
The story and show in this grand new production are truly opulent. This was such a big production in New York. Are you bringing the same excitement on the road?
I think that the quality of it in a more intimate surrounding actually makes it feel more luxurious and richer than it did in New York. This is a one of the general sets. It all takes place basically within the surround of the royal palace of Siam. You're basically seeing some columns that move around. You're seeing an enormous statue of the Buddha. The curtain, which we actually frames the whole show, which is a gold leaf on red china silk. When you walk into the theater, it's kind of we call it a jaw dropper because people aren't expecting it. And it gives a richness to the production, and it's almost magical the way that it reflects the light. And the palace was actually surrounded by a white wall with these pickets on the top of it. So we decided that with all of the gold, it was nice to have the purity of the white wall at the back that's always there.
As for the Tony Award-winning costumes,
this is one of the largest shows I've ever worked on. There are over 350 costumes in the show, and they're all custom made, specifically built for the actor. There's silks and satins and linen and beading, and it's huge. And what people, when they come to see The King and I, they expect a certain production value. Anna has 7 big lavish dresses. The King has 7 or 8 different looks designed by Tony Award winner Catherine Zuber, who won her 6th Tony for this production. It's a very royal look, and when the King first enters, he starts from the top of the stage and walks up, and all you see is this beautiful, beautiful robe reflecting, and it shows the royalty and the expense that the King, it's very heavy. So it weighs probably about 10 or 15 pounds when it's all put together. And it's only a one of a kind. There's no other ones made of this. This is the iconic ball gown for Anna when she goes to dance with the King. And it is made of 25 yards of silk satin just in the skirt alone. The bodice itself is built as a corset, and it's on top of a corset. Then each of the beaded fringe are all hand done. The whole dress weighs about 40 pounds. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers that go into the dress.
Etc., and so forth.
Just as there are many layers to the story.
It's funny, you know, from the first scene when she comes in and we meet, the King is thrown off balance because he's not used to a woman kind of standing up to him the way that she does. And for the rest of the show, it becomes this kind of challenging kind of balance of power. She constantly proves her intelligence to him and that she has the ability to help him if he allows her. And I think through that they form this friendship. And there's a little flirtation involved in there too. And I think the flirtation and the possibilities of exchanging ideas and having a little fun while they're doing it.
Is there a favorite moment in the play? Is there a favorite song that you have?
I mean, Shall We Dance is probably ingrained in my mind from the very first moment I ever watched it in the movies when I was growing up. To have that moment on stage is amazing. When the King and Anna first meet accidentally, they collide. It's the first time they've ever had an intimacy or even been alone to connect like that to something and that's as close as they get to a kiss. It's powerful, it's a powerful moment, and it's one of my favorites.
It's really about the possibility of change. You know, the King learns from her and she learns from the King, and it's a very sophisticated relationship between the two of them. And it's a great family show, especially for kids anywhere from 6 or 7 up. They get to experience the great music of Rodgers and Hammerstein, get to go to a foreign crazy place they've never been. They get to see this amazing ballet that's at the middle of the show and immerse themselves in a period, the 19th century. And you know, when you have kids, you want them to bring them to experiences which both elevate them, make them feel smart, and at the same time, actually make them happy. And it does that.
The North American tour of Rodgers and Hammerstein's The King and I is coming soon to a theater near you. Check out Broadway Across America, Broadway Balances America, or you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com, for all the show information, tour dates, and more. Okay, ladies, before you get your morning started, it's time to brush up on some beauty secrets. You'll see what I mean. Olga has more.
What if I told you there's a simple wellness trick that only takes 5 minutes a day, costs nothing, and helps cleanse your body inside and out? Wow. It's called dry skin brushing. Here to talk about this health benefit is Jeff Van Heck, National Sales Manager from Yerba Prima. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you see I'm excited?
You are.
Inside and out, cleanse your body.
That's right.
This is great. All right, Jeff, so what is dry brushing?
Well, it's exactly what it sounds like.
I've never heard of it.
Okay, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. Dry brushing the skin in a certain pattern to help stimulate the lymphatic system and kick toxins out of the body.
So why would people do this, brush their skin?
Well, it's very important because the lymphatic system has no central pumping mechanism, so it has to travel backwards in an upward motion towards the heart. And when you move it along with the dry brush, it actually helps to stimulate that process, removing toxins from the body.
And the benefits are?
The benefits are healthier, happier body.
Okay.
Going to help to remove those toxins, those unwanted toxins from the body. It also helps to exfoliate the dead skin cells, which is very important because you're opening up the pores and you're bringing the new cells to the light of day.
And of course, I'm going to bring to light something that many women worry about, which is cellulite.
Cellulite.
Not that I have anything, okay? But just in case I do, show me how this works and how it would improve cellulite.
Okay, well, this is actually being used by a lot of salons and alternative health practitioners throughout the country for detox and also for cellulite as a beauty brush.
Okay.
And what you want to do is you want to start on the outer parts of the body. So you would start with the hands and the feet. You would go up your legs. You'd want to come up your arms, brush your back, and then do your torso. And you want to start very gently because you don't want to irritate the skin, especially if you've never done a dry skin brush before. But over time, this will actually get softer, and you can adjust the amount of pressure that you use.
And I would do this before a bath or after a bath? I'm going to assume before.
You would do it before showering, and it'll help. You'll feel invigorated after doing it. Usually use it for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then get in the shower. It's going to help to wash away all the dead skin cells, and it's also going to help to get rid of those toxins.
And what about wrinkles? I mean, could I use it here?
No, you would not want to use it on your face.
Not on my face.
Not the face, the breast, or the groin.
Okay,
yeah.
Those are good areas not to do it. And after I do it, what would I notice? I'm going to try it.
You're going to notice your skin is going to feel much better. You're going to feel more supple. You're kicking out the toxins, so you're going to feel invigorated that way. And overall, you're going to be improving your health.
And what do you tell the skeptics out there to say, come on, a dry brush?
Well, I'll tell you, dry brushing has actually been used by cultures around the world for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And so this is not a new concept by any stretch. And we invented the category of cleansing, whole body detoxing over 35 years ago in the natural foods industry. So I tell my skeptics, you can count on Yerba Prima.
Okay, thank you so much. You always have great information. Can I keep it?
Absolutely.
I'm going to try my dry brush tonight, all by myself. And this has been a great segment. So to find out more information about dry brushing and where you can find this, stop making me laugh, this skin brush, go to yerbaprima.com. That's yerbaprima.com, and go to our website, thebalancingact.com. So this is kind of cool. We've seen it. You know, there's nothing yummier than a gooey grilled cheese.
Oh my goodness, I could not agree more. But if you want to up the ante on your grilled cheese, Chef Ralph Pagano is in the kitchen with a noodly twist. We want to check this out.
Insanely awesome grilled cheese. Not just any grilled cheese. Welcome to my kitchen. This is Quick Bites with me, Chef Ralph Pagano. I'm going to be replacing boring bread with Maruchan ramen noodles. Throw in some sauteed mushrooms and arugula, and this will be the most amazing, ooey, gooey, cheesy deliciousness you've ever tasted. Let's get started. So here's what I got. I got a couple of eggs that I've already cracked. I'm going to whisk them together. Right over here, the Maruchan noodles already cooked. You can use the flavor pouch or not use the flavor pouch, depending on your flavor. Spin it together with the eggs. Drop it in these noodles right here. This is as simple as it's gonna get. We're gonna toss these noodles around with the egg. And then we're gonna take this ramekin. It's a porcelain ramekin. You probably got one in your cupboard. Mix it around. All right, all mixed up it is. Here's the ramekin. We're gonna take a little bit, about 2 ounces worth of this noodle, drop it inside this ramekin. Then, get a piece of plastic, just like this. Now, I grab this can of soup, place it right on top of the noodle, and that's gonna get the egg and the noodle to get all together. I'm gonna pop it in the refrigerator, let it set up, and it's gonna be perfect. I've already done a couple, and I've got one right here. I got my oil on. I'm gonna pop out this ramekin, this beautiful, easy Maruchan ramen noodle bread. While these are cooking, I'm gonna add some cheese to this grilled cheese experience. I got aged cheddar right here. It's so delicious and it melts nice. I love it so. Okay, so over here my cheese is melting. I got some sauteed mushrooms. I sauteed them with a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt, and they're just white button mushrooms. You wanna use shiitake, knock yourself out. Cremini? Oh, you're fancy. All right, now I've got a little bit of arugula. Now, my handy dandy fish spatula. I'm gonna put this grilled cheese, put this piece on top. Well, my. This ain't your mama's grilled cheese, my friends. It's gonna be crispy, gooey, cheesy, and delicious. All right, so now check it out. I'm just gonna flip it over right here and get it golden brown and delicious, and it's gonna be great. Think outside the box. Replace the bread in your next sandwich with Maruchan ramen noodles. It doesn't matter what flavor you choose the one you love the most. Me, I love the oriental flavor with my arugula and mushrooms. I'm gonna slide it right over here. Give this a taste test, because this mouth loves some of these noodles. Oh man, look at that. It's melty and gooey and cheesy. And this bite right here, got my name written all over it. Hey, for more about Maruchan noodles, check out Maruchan.com or visit our website, thebalancingact.com. Remember, this has been a quick bite. But chew slowly. Wow, that's good.
Travel tips brought to you by Sunoco, on the racetrack or the road home. Sunoco, fueling victories every day.
Driving at night comes with many distractions. One of the most prominent, high beams flashing in your eyes. Bright lights coming at you or from behind are annoying and dangerous. But there are steps that you can take to be prepared and stay alert. Adjust your headlights so you're not blinded by oncoming traffic and vice versa. If you're not sure how, refer to your owner's manual. It's important to be a courteous driver. Don't stare into oncoming traffic. Instead, turn your gaze away from other approaching car and truck lights. And never look into high beams. Number 3. Bright dash lights distract vision, making it hard to see what's in front of you, so use the dimmer switch. And don't leave map lights on. They're great for map reading, but keep them off while the car is moving. Number 4. Clean all mirrors. Dirty mirrors diffuse the light from cars behind you, producing glare, making it harder to see. Aim exterior mirrors downward to keep glare out of your eyes. High beams can cause temporary blindness, so lower the mirrors slightly and tilt your head as needed. And number 5, one of the most important, take frequent breaks. An alert driver is a safer driver. Whether it's a long trip or short one, the perfect place to take that break is Sunoco, A+ Convenience Center. Stretch your legs, grab a snack, and a refreshing beverage or a cup of coffee. You'll be glad you did. And while you're there, remember to gas up too. Take 5 for both you and your car. Well, that's it for now. We'll see you next time. And remember, happy trails.
Travel tips has been brought to you by Sunoco, on the racetrack or the road home. Sunoco, fueling victories every day.
I really enjoyed just watching a little bit of The King and I, and the dress and the set.
Isn't it? And the kids that they bring to every show in every city.
And they take all that.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, and what a production. So when it comes to Miami,
Oh, it's a be there.
you're gonna have to see it.
It's a be there.
And remember, guys, if you want to know more about The King and I or anything you saw on today's show, you can head to our Facebook page and our website. And of course, you can always follow us on Twitter because we've got lots more there.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.